Hello, TVtions. Okay, start. Hello, TVtions. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are. Um, this is the chief of the TBC police, and currently today we would be talking about how well we need to utilize the opportunity TBC is offering us today. So, for the most part, we won't be taking much of our time today, but we would be doing a lot of, should I say, um, just some little question and answers about what has happened before now and how people misunderstand the mission of TBC and what TBC stands for and what we work with. So, basically, I had a question this morning, a TVtion asking me, telling that um, somebody is arguing that TBC is not working on a blockchain. I got surprised because first and foremost, TBC is on a blockchain, and even let's even make a little bit of digression. Let's ask a question: what is the blockchain? You know, this is a question that we fail to understand what it is. The blockchain is basically a smart contract, and then this smart contract has a place we call a digital, used for digital assets. This digital asset has a digital ledger in which transactions made are stored or recorded on, and that is why transactions on the cryptocurrency are better off on the blockchain network. The blockchain as a whole is not cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is from the portion of blockchain that has to do with digital assets. I don't know if somebody is understanding me, but I'm sure that from that line you should understand what a blockchain is all about. And let's not go into much in detail because I'm a programmer, and if I start bringing those terms, and we may end up not understanding ourselves. So now back to security. You see, some of us, as time passes, I see people, you screenshot your wallet, open your wallet out and all that. You have to be careful because there are naysayers out there, and they are the evil ones who don't believe in TBC. While on the verge of causing disruption, causing issues, you find out that they are being requested or twisted to bring out their wallet ID. Because you've dropped your wallet information online, they have it. They would just give that information down to the police, and you could get your wallet suspended, and then you don't know why it is being suspended. You see people trying to discount TBC, and then we request for their wallet and all that. They bring your wallet because they know what they are doing is wrong, and they don't want to be at risk of losing their own wallet. They bring your own wallet that you sent online, probably asking a question or something, and then the wallet gets suspended. That won't be the fault of the TBC police, but your own fault because you failed to keep your security tight. And that said about that, please, if you must upload anything that has to do with your wallet, please make sure you blank out your wallet address. Even the barcode, make sure you stay that, especially those four corners, those boxes, those four boxes, square boxes around the barcode at the four edges, blank them out. That way your wallet is secured. And I hear over time people, some of you, allowing somebody to maintain your account, and after some time you see the person transferring your TBC into another account, and then you come back to us to help retrieve your TBC. Please, you have to understand that nobody has the right to transfer from the admin to transfer one coin from one person's account to another, only the account holder. We only have access to your web wallet, not your blockchain account. And now once a transaction goes through, that goes through the blockchain. There's nothing anybody could do about it, and it's your fault. Thank God for the TBC admin, who happens to be a very nice man, and he tends to most times refund TBC, which is not supposed to be. And we have to take caution of these things quite on time, so that we don't keep making same mistakes all the time and then expect different results. Please safeguard your accounts, manage your account yourself. Do not allow anybody to manage your account for you, and be good, because some people say TBC is a scam. Even some naysayers went on Facebook to create groups and saying hurtful things about TBC. Please do understand that this is far from what TBC is. TBC is not a scam. If TBC is a scam, I won't be here talking to you. If TBC is a scam, we won't have the voice of TBC, Bitcoin Randy. If TBC is a scam, we won't have country leaders. If TBC is a scam, nobody would come online making videos. Yes, some people say and TBC admin is hidden. Please, I would wish anybody that knows Satoshi Nakamoto to please tag the person or snap a picture and then send to me on Telegram at Oga Landlord. You see, men like this, the elites will not want to allow the poor live with them on same range, because let's take that down into politics. If we are all rich, the politicians will have those that they would use to go on their frivolous activities, like killing of other politicians, fighting, causing chaos and all that, because there will be nothing. You bribe me with, let's take as an example. You have 1,000 let me bring it down. You have $2 billion in your account. If I'm giving you $5,000 to go and cause chaos, you won't listen to me, because it's way below what you can even give out as gifts to somebody. So it's people like the admin has to be hidden, like fully undetectable. So scenarios, different scenarios requires different options. That is why I still prefer the admin being undetectable by anyone. So that about that. Forget those guys that are saying they would unveil the admin, who the admin is and all that. Those guys are all jokers. As much as I know, nobody knows the admin, and nobody can tell who the admin is. Anybody that show you who admin is, man, forget about the person. He's only a liar. So now let's go down to the real ball of the game, ball game for the day. Now, what do we do to move TBC forward? These are simple things. We could start by accepting TBC, even in smaller percentages. Let's take as an example, I offer software development, and then the cost of development is $200, and on a normal day I should be charging like $1,000 for the job. I could charge you 800. Since the cost is $200, I can charge you 80% cash, 20% TBC, 40% cash, depending on how well it suits me, and I'll cut out that of TBC, because TBC is not spendable yet. I'm trying to create a market for it. Now, me accepting TBC in some percentage will get me more customers. Now let's make an analysis. I sell to 4,000 people who are TBCians, and they all give me 60% cash and 40% TBC, and the cost of production is 20% of the money. I have 40% to myself. Now Mr. B doesn't believe in TBC. He's not accepting TBC. Everybody would come to me that are TBCians, and mind you, most people are now TBCians. They will want to spend their TBC. Now I'm saving those TBCians some 20% of their cash and getting more TBC, waiting for when TBC goes mainstream, more money for me. while I'm also still making extra cash, because you will sell to 4 people, you make $4,000, and I sell to 4,000 people. You could do the mathematics and see how much you make even without exchanging your TBC at that time. So we can create markets. Even the Bitcoin, believers of Bitcoin created a market for Bitcoin. Believers of TBC should also create market for TBC. Today we have the 50-50% partnership and all that. You know, we we can we can make use of that to get a long way. Now I have some partners like Shah Brother, from my brother from Ogun State, Shah Brother, and so many of them. And you are not selling your TBC, you only get buyers. We sell TBC to them, you get 50%, we get 50%. You're making money just telling somebody about TBC, you make 50% off any amount they buy. That's cool money. Just more like the job of a marketer. You don't have target, all you do is tell somebody, preach the gospel of TBC, and get paid. That's cool cash, isn't it? I would even prefer being a partner. My TBC remains intact while somebody else is selling and I'm getting cool cash for it. You know, there are many twists to it, many ways to it, every turn to it, but you see, TBC is here to bring wealth to us. The problem now is, how do we key into this? TBC admin is trying, is doing everything within his powers to make sure that TBC works. Spends thousands of dollars per weekly that I know of. Spends huge money on development and all that. We are moving to a new blockchain. These are all money. And then we don't pay transaction charges. We only pay lifetime wallet fee of $10. You know, all these are signs and symbols to show you that we are on a great mission and on the better path. You know, I don't want to talk about other cryptos, so it don't seem like as if I'm talking down on them, but we could check out the transaction fees for some coin like Bitcoin from a month ago till now. There was even a day I got pissed off. I wanted to transfer $10 to a brother to pay for his wallet fee, and I was being charged $35 as transaction charges. You know, it's crazy. Then why don't you imagine $35 would pay for 3.5 TBCs, a lifetime wallet fee. You know, isn't it crazy? But when we tell each other to pay $10 for lifetime wallet fee, we call it scam, we call it thief, we call it stealing, we call it different names which are not true. So, brothers, if you're not believing in TBC yet, please do, because you don't need to be a leader to start making huge money out of TBC. That's far from it. You don't need to be a leader. I know a lot of people that joined TBC after I did, and today they are making money out of TBC. Some are buying cars, some are renting houses, some are even buying properties. They are not leaders. I don't want to mention names, but I know they know themselves because I know them. Some even went ahead to send me screenshots of how well they've gone and all that. You know, it's just too sweet to see people progressing already on the mission. And believe me, these guys I'm telling you about are guys that were written off, but TBC has put smile on their faces. You too, you can be better off. Even you can do the same, if not better. So if you're not a TBCian, please try be one. And if you're a TBCian and you come across naysayers and all that, ignore them. They are all working under ignorance. You know, let's take for instance Bitcoin. When Bitcoin came, it was called scam. It was start scam. You guys know the pizza story, 10,000 Bitcoin for one pizza and all that. Today a man with 10,000 Bitcoin is is hugely in money. He's a millionaire, has million. The worth of one TBC now. Then multiply it by 10,000. That is over $1 million. If you're a Nigerian like me, that's you're owning hundreds of millions of naira, having what somebody paid for one pizza. You know, would you rather be that guy that would call it a scam, wait for it to get to mainstream, and then start buying in Kringles, or believe in it now and then enjoy the benefit of it when it gets mainstream? Hi Marianne, I could see your comment. You guys could make use of the comment system to ask whatever questions you want. I would definitely attend to you. I wouldn't want to take much of your time, so in less than 5 minutes from now I should be out of here. Then we'll fix another time when we have another chat. So Marianne, how may I help? Thanks, kudos sis. I could see your comments. Kudos. I like people like you, and it's good you come around, you come across people that love TBC. If you don't love TBC, that means you don't love money, because TBC is money. TBC is cool cash. I am a living testimony. Some of you, oh, thank you. We are all privileged to be among this family. Thank you, sister. I wouldn't want to tell you more about myself personally, but I must tell you that TBC has paid a lot of bills. If TBC is not paying your bills, then you're not working. You're not following the Kringle cash system. You're not following the rules. You're not following instructions. If you follow instructions, TBC is supposed to be paying your bills as at now. Don't listen to naysayers. They would always tell you the wrong things. Tell you things. There are people that always have a wrong idea about everything. There's never a time they come across new innovation that they'll accept it. I am very sure the guy that innovated aeroplane, I could imagine the level of negativity he got before today. Now we all want to take flight. Nobody wants to go on bus ride. Everybody wants to make use of Airbus. Even the guys that innovated electricity. New innovations come with new challenges, so I'm sure TBC is on its own, facing its own challenges. So brothers, listen no more to naysayers, but leave them. Allow naysayers. When the time comes, we will laugh together. We will know who laugh first. So as I am still saying, I still need your questions. I have less than 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute and 45 seconds to leave this place. For now, we'll be taking 20 minutes until I see we are much, and then we'll take more time. So in the absence of no questions, I'll say thank you for being in my first live video chat, and don't worry, we'll create a Zoom account for Zoom meetings, but for now we'll stick to YouTube until that time comes. So brothers, see you, talk to you another time. I remain your one true chief of TBC police and your one true servant, Oga landlord, and by name Joseph. So I'll catch you some other time. See you guys. Peace.